Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? Back in the news. Got more news for y'all. It's been a while. Been very, very, very busy. However, I wanted to talk about Whitney Houston's longtime friend, Robyn Crawford. Robyn Crawford was rumored to be Whitney Houston's best friend / lover. I don't know if you all saw Bobby Brown's story, but there were some scenes that kind of showed how the type of person she was, how her and Bobby got into it over that close relationship that she had with Whitney, and how they would get in arguments constantly, and how Whitney would take up for Robyn, allegedly. Well, anyway, she's back. She said that she wants to speak for the first time about her romance with Whitney Houston. She's detailing how their relationship became physical. Robyn Crawford is now 58 years old, and she gave some intimate details to Dateline NBC. And before I go into this, I just want to know why, after all this time, is she coming out with this information? Whitney Houston passed away. She's no longer here with us to defend herself and speak for herself. Why is she speaking now? That is the question. So anyway, she said that she wants to end the years of speculation. She confirmed the brief secret romance that they shared. She also has a new memoir coming out. It's called A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston. They ended their physical part of the relationship around the time that Whitney signed with Clive Davis in 1983, but they continued to maintain their close relationship. She said it was a friendship that fueled frenzied speculation about Houston's sexuality. Houston eventually married Bobby Brown in 1992, and she was the maid of honor. In 2007, Bobby and Whitney divorced, and in 2012, Whitney passed away, sadly. So Robyn sat down with NBC and she opened up. She said that her friendship with Whitney was a deep friendship. In the early part of that friendship, it was physical. When they asked her if she was shocked at the relationship becoming physical, she said, "No, I was not surprised. I was in that moment. It was ours. She just came into my life all of a sudden." She said, "I didn't know how long it was going to last, but I was enjoying the moment." And that's what we did. We just enjoyed it. I'd come to the point where I felt the need to stand up for our friendship. And she said, "I felt an urgency to stand up and share the woman behind the incredible talent." Crawford was 19 years old when she met Whitney, who was almost 17, while they were working as counselors at a summer camp in East Orange, New Jersey in 1980. She said that at that time she promised Whitney, who was her best friend, that she would look out for her. She said she kept that promise as Houston shot to global fame over the following 2 decades. She stated that both her and Whitney's friendship was so close it fueled years of speculation about Houston's sexuality. She said, "We never talked about labels like lesbian or gay. We just lived our lives, and I hoped it could go on that way forever. We wanted to be together, and that meant just us." She said the romantic connection was just one piece of her lasting bond with Houston. "Whitney knows I loved her, and I know she loved me. We really meant everything to each other. We vowed to stand by each other." In the years after Crawford and Houston ended their tryst, the singer was romantically linked with Eddie Murphy and football star Randall Cunningham. After that, she went on to marry singer Bobby Brown, as I mentioned earlier, in 92. And Crawford was still around. She was the maid of honor. And then they welcomed their daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, the following year. So we know that they divorced, as I mentioned earlier, in 2007. And then Whitney passed in 2012 in Beverly Hills. And then Bobby Christina, their daughter, she died 3 years later after a drug-related incident in the bathroom of her home in Atlanta, Georgia. So now Crawford, she works as a fitness instructor and lives in lives a quiet life with her partner, who is a talent agency exec, Lisa Hentelman, and their 2 adopted children. She says she hopes her memoir will show the world the Houston she knew and loved. She said, I wanted to lift her legacy, giving her respect, and share the story of who she was before the fame. And in that, to embrace our friendship, she said, Houston and Crawford's rumored romance was depicted in the 2015 Lifetime original movie, Whitney. She was asked about the rumors at the time. Director Angela Bassett said, I can't tell you. There's always been rumors and they still persist, and I don't know. But there was always the speculation. So she said her thing was to let it remain. She didn't care to speak on it. She said, but it be however the audience sees it. If they read into it, that's what they read into regarding their life. 2 women who are close and love each other and support one another. Brown had mentioned that his ex-wife's affair with Robyn in his 2016 memoir, Every Little Step, My Story. He said, I really felt that if Robyn was accepted into Whitney's life, Whitney would still be alive today. He told Us Weekly at the time, speculating that Robyn Crawford could have helped Houston through her drug dependence. She didn't have close friends with her anymore. Houston's mother, Sissy, also spoke about the allegations during a 2013 interview with Oprah, saying she absolutely would have had a problem with her daughter being gay. So, all this has come out, but it still remains that Whitney never admitted to this. I think that they should just let this go. Let Whitney just rest in peace, because she's not here to defend herself. This lady, Robyn, could say anything. It might have been true because it's been speculated throughout the years. But why come out with it now? Is it about money? Because you're coming out with a book? Like, why didn't you say anything when she was here? If y'all came to that agreement that you wouldn't speak on it back in the day when she was alive, don't speak on it now. Keep your promise. So y'all go ahead and go off in the comments and let me know what y'all feel about this situation. Go ahead and share, subscribe to my videos, let others know about the videos, and I'll respond if you have questions, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Have a good one. Stay positive, y'all. Bye.